welcome to Friday Night Radio, a space for reflection where we slow down and think beyond the surface. My daughter once told me that one of her friends in Australia started working part-time at Kmart and McDonald's at just 15 years old. But then I realized that, in many Asian families, the idea of a 15-year-old going out to work part-time can feel very different. And that made me wonder, how are children raised differently in Western and Asian families? In many Western countries, it is not unusual for teenagers to start working part-time while they are still in school. They may work a few hours after school, during the weekend, or during school holidays. A teenager might work at a supermarket, a fast food restaurant, or a retail store. This is actually an interesting question. Who decides when a child is ready to work, the parents or the child? It can be both, depending on the family. Parents may encourage or arrange part-time work because they believe it teaches responsibility. In some families, teenagers decide for themselves that they want to work, earn money, or gain experience. But in many Asian families, the arrangement may be different. A teenager may be expected to spend mainly on school, examinations, extra classes, and preparing for the future. So while one teenager may be spending part of their free time working, another may be spending that same time studying. Now, let's look a little deeper at the cultural difference. In many Western families, parents may explain the purpose of working quite directly. They may say, "We will provide what you need, but if you want something extra, you can earn the money yourself." And the child may understand, "My parents are not refusing to help me. They are teaching me to take responsibility for some of my own choices." The parents may also see a part-time job as an opportunity for their child to experience something outside school. But in some Asian families, the situation can be quite different. Some parents may expect their children to work because they believe it is important for them to learn responsibility. The child, however, may feel, "Why are my parents making me work?" When both sides do not clearly understand each other's intentions, it can create tension. But there is also another possibility. Some Asian parents may not encourage their children to work at all. They may think, "Why do you need to work? Are we not able to provide for you?" To these parents, their children do not need to work because the family can provide everything they need. So the child may simply continue to focus on school while the parents continue to support them. In this situation, the child is not being forced to work. And this is where I personally feel that the value of early work experience can sometimes be underestimated. My daughter once shared her experience working in a restaurant during peak hours. While working as a waitress, she noticed that the arrangement of the tables made the workflow less smooth. It took longer to move around, and she felt the work could have been organized more efficiently. She was not simply learning how to serve customers. She was observing how the whole system worked. And more importantly, she began to think, how could this be improved? That is the kind of experience that is difficult to learn from a textbook. Based on my own experience, I believe early exposure to the working environment can be very valuable for young people. It is not only about earning money. It teaches them how to communicate, handle situations calmly, understand how work is done, and experience life outside the classroom. Sometimes we learn not only from being taught, but also from observing, doing, and experiencing things for ourselves. So perhaps the question is not whether children should work or not. Maybe the more important question is, what can they learn from the experience? What do you think? Have your children started working part-time? How old were they when they started? Please share your experience. Wherever you are tonight, take it slow. This is Friday Night Radio.